Everybody, it's Mike
and Karen
of the Loyal Royals, and we wanted to do a short video to share with you our top 3 cruise directors from some of the cruises we've taken. Now, I know this isn't entirely fair because we have not been on every single ship Royal Caribbean has, and it's really only been some of the cruise directors that we have seen on some of our cruises. But we have seen some great cruise directors, and they can really ensure you have a great time on your cruise. What do you notice, or what do you look for on a cruise director?
I look for somebody who can really get me to move.
Definitely you want somebody who's engaging and visible and around and involved. So we're going to share our top 3 cruise directors and then a couple of honorable mentions. So we sailed last year with John and Debbie, our brother-in-law and your brother and sister-in-law, on the Liberty of the Seas on a 9-night, and that was where we saw Tornado Tanya. And she was extremely engaging, was always dressed in some of the best fashions, and would come out at every show and kick things off. And she also sang on the Royal Promenade on the final night, and she literally sounded like a professional singer. So Tornado Tanya is one of our top 3 cruise directors. Now, we just got off Symphony, and Jamie was hilarious. Jamie was British, and he pushed the envelope with the humor. He had to make some announcements about kids pushing buttons in the elevators and leaving messes around the ship because it was kind of close to spring break. But it was one of the wildest, crazy quests we ever saw.
That's for sure.
With Jamie running it. So Jamie definitely is one of our top 3 cruise directors. But our all-time favorite is Elvis Pinto. Elvis Pinto is hilarious, fun, engaging, and he definitely does a terrific love and marriage show. Now, a couple of honorable mentions. We were on Utopia of the Seas in January with family from Florida, Bob and Pat and the whole crew, and I believe his name was Mark, was doing the Crazy Quest and had a fan who was at the event who came out and, just having fun, kind of chest bumped him and pushed the microphone in his face and actually drew some blood. And instead of kind of calling off the show and going down to the medical bank, he patched himself up really quick and came out and continued to run the Crazy Quest. So Mark from Utopia in January of 2026, you get an honorable mention. And then last year on Wonder, Dan, we cruised with him. He did a wonderful job, very professional, calming effect, and did a wonderful veterans tribute. So as far as cruise directors go, we've had a chance to meet some great ones. They make a big difference on your Royal Caribbean cruise, and we thank them for the amount of time they put in. So hopefully you'll get on a Royal Caribbean ship and see some great cruise directors, and tell them Mike and Karen sent you of the Loyal Royals. And you know, we always say, if you're thinking about getting on a Royal Caribbean cruise, just book it and go.